Grand Marshal Cathax of the Arcturian Defense Force observed with barely concealed disdain as Lieutenant Maria Reyes adjusted her crude, projectile-based weapon. The Galactic Alliance shooting tournament had been a prestigious tradition for centuries, but this was the first year the recently discovered species called humans had been invited to participate. Primitive species, primitive weapons, Cathax muttered to his aide. Chemical propellants and metal projectiles. It's like watching a museum demonstration. The arena was equipped with standard Alliance challenges, moving holographic targets, increasing in difficulty with range and velocity. Most advanced civilizations used particle beams or plasma rifles, energy-based weapons that moved near light speed. Victory came down to raw reaction time and algorithmic targeting precision. But the humans had refused to use standard Alliance arms, insisting on employing their own archaic technology. Cathax had allowed it as a diplomatic courtesy, a decision he now regretted. "Human competitor ready," announced the tournament AI. Lieutenant Reyes stepped into position. Her posture was calm, relaxed, but unmistakably grounded. The first. Targets appeared, gliding across the range at moderate speed. Reyes fired. Her bullet missed by nearly half a meter. A ripple of chuckles passed through the alien spectators. Cathax scoffed. As expected, their neural reflexes simply aren't. The second shot missed as well, this time in the opposite direction. "Is she even trying?" a Centaurian official asked, blinking all four of his eyes in visible confusion. By the fifth miss, each shot seemingly aimed nowhere in particular, Cathax's aide was already composing a diplomatic message, gently suggesting the humans withdraw. To avoid further disgrace. Then something unexpected happened. One of the reinforced barriers at the far end of the range shattered. A ricocheted bullet had struck it at the perfect angle. Debris scattered forward, disrupting the paths of three separate targets. What was that? Cathax straightened in his seat. "Just a stray shot," his aide offered. "Their projectiles bounce unpredictably." But it wasn't just one. Reyes's next bullet hit a structural column, sending vibrations through the floor that distorted the target projection field. Another punctured a water conduit, releasing a reflective spray that interfered with sensor tracking. By the 15th round, chaos had overtaken the arena. Targets flickered, jerked unpredictably, or froze entirely. Systems malfunctioned. Spectators sat in stunned silence. When the final scores appeared, Lieutenant Reyes had registered the fewest direct hits in the tournament's history and the highest overall target neutralization rate ever recorded. The arena was silent. "What just happened?" Cathax demanded. Human Admiral Chen approached, smiling pleasantly. "Is something wrong, Grand Marshal?" "Your soldier didn't even hit the targets," he snapped. "No," Chen replied calmly. "She didn't aim for them." Cathax's ridged brow darkened. "This is not how the competition works, isn't it?" Chen's voice remained level. "Your species uses perfect targeting systems. You value direct engagement. We evolved in environments where unpredictability was our survival strategy." She gestured toward the disrupted arena. Lieutenant Reyes wasn't aiming at the targets. She was shaping the environment, triggering a cascade of indirect consequences. Cathax sputtered. That's cheating." "No," Chen said, her smile thinning, her gaze sharpening. "That's human thinking. While your civilizations mastered precision, we mastered chaos. You see a straight path to your goal. We see the whole system and how to bend it." Later, after formal protests were dismissed on technical grounds, Cathax reviewed the match recordings. What had seemed like randomness revealed itself as orchestration. Each missed shot had struck deliberately chosen points to destabilize the entire course. Cascading chain reactions, precisely calculated. "It's disturbing," Cathax told his war council. Their technology is centuries behind ours, yet they achieve superior outcomes through lateral thinking. His strategic advisor nodded. Our intelligence suggests this is how humans solve every kind of problem. They call it thinking outside the box. If we ever face them in war... Cathax didn't finish the sentence. He didn't need to. A species that refused to follow patterns couldn't be countered with predictable tactics. When the next cycle of Alliance wargames arrived, Grand Marshal Cathax made an unusual request. He personally recruited Lieutenant Reyes as an advisor to the Arcturian team. Better to learn from the humans, he reasoned, than to face them unprepared. Reyes later told her admiral with a wry smile, "They thought we were bad shots. They never considered we weren't aiming where they were looking."